So my presentation was on states of conscious and altered states of conscious, which is hypnosis and meditation. So conscious in general, to be conscious means to be aware, and the definition of consciousness is your awareness of external events in the environment around you. So these are things that are external, meaning that you're aware that you're texting on your phone, or you're aware that the sky is blue. You're aware that you're walking. So this also includes your awareness of your mental processes, including thoughts, memories, and feelings about your own experience in yourself. And as humans, we spend the majority of our lives in what is called the walking consciousness. So the walking consciousness is a state of clear, organized alertness, meaning that, so let's say you're in a restaurant or something, your consciousness is, that you smell the food. You're aware that the waiter is coming to take your order. You're aware that you're with your friends. You're aware that there are people around you. You smell, hear, taste, and feel things. So that is your walking conscious, and we spend the majority of our lives in this consciousness. So there are other altered states of consciousness, meaning that you can tap into any of these altered states of consciousness. So the altered states of consciousness are sleep, dreaming, and daydreaming. And there are other altered states, including listening to music, under the influence of drugs, exercising, and making love. So in these altered states of consciousness, you are tapping into pretty much a different part of your brain. So in altered states of consciousness, changes occur in the quality and pattern of mental activity. So these are things, you won't experience in your walking consciousness. When you're listening to music under the influence of drugs, most definitely exercising and making love, your mind goes into different places that your walking consciousness can't go. And as a human, it's very important to always be aware of your surroundings, thoughts, and feelings. So a main altered state of conscious is hypnosis. So I was really excited into researching about hypnosis because I was really, really interested in it. I've never been under hypnosis, or I've never been hypnotized. So it was really interesting to read about it and to learn about it. So in hypnosis is a state of consciousness characterized by focused attention, reduced peripheral awareness, and heightened suggestibility. In the state of hypnosis, there is a detached part of the hypnotized person's awareness that silently watches events, which is called the hidden observer. So the hidden observer is a phenomenon that this guy, Ernest Hilgard, made up, that he proposed that when you are hypnotized, that there's a split awareness in your brain or in your mind, meaning that even though you are under hypnosis, there's a part of you that can still control your thoughts, your feelings, can still control what you're doing and your actions. So it's not like when you see in movies or TV shows where somebody's hypnotized and they run through a brick wall or something. That's not that's like fictional. That's fake. So when you're under hypnosis, you can still control your actions, what you're doing, and what you're saying for the most part. So hypnotists use many different methods, but they're all still main techniques, which they encourage to focus attention on what is being said, relax and feel tired, let go and accept suggestions easily, and use a vivid imagination. So when you're under hypnosis, you might feel a mild feeling of floating, sinking, anesthesia, or even separation from your body, and this is completely normal. A key element in hypnosis is called the basic suggestion effect, which is the tendency of hypnotized persons to carry out suggested actions as if they were involuntary. So if you think you can be hypnotized, you are in the 75% of people that can be hypnotized. But out of those 75% of people, only 40% of those people are going to be really deep under hypnosis and really get the full experience of being hypnotized. So there are um, five effects that hypnosis can have on your everyday life and improve your everyday life. So one is physical ability, and hypnosis improves some physical abilities in some sports, although it has no more effect on physical strength than a person, can handle. So, you know, it can help your physical ability, your physical mentality in sports, cause you to be more motivated, cause you to be more driven. But under hypnosis, you're not gonna lift, you're not gonna bench 400 pounds, under hypnosis. Nothing crazy. So the second one is memory. So hypnosis can help with your memory, can help you retain things better, can help you comprehend things better. The third is amnesia. So if a person wants to, forget about a bad habit, such as, the use of drugs or pornography is definitely a popular one that I actually looked up and I did some research on, that people, they go under hypnosis for pornography to get rid of the idea. It's definitely the use of drugs, and also other things. So like I said, a person may want to forget about something such as an idea of pornography or the use of drugs that can undergo hypnosis and help them forget about it. The fourth is pain relief. So hypnosis can relieve pain and be very useful when chemical painkillers are ineffective. So, like Tylenol or ibuprofen. When that's not working, people can move to hypnosis, and multiple sessions of being hypnotized can really train them into thinking that, this isn't hurting no more. Your shoulder isn't hurting anymore. Your back isn't hurting anymore. You don't have as many headaches. So that can help as well. And the fifth is sensory changes. So this one's pretty interesting. So in hypnotic suggestions with sensations are among the most effective. It is possible to alter color vision, hearing sensitivity, time sense, and perceptions of illusions, and many other sensory responses. So, in the presentation, I have a lot of information, but there was way more than I looked up and I researched. So with the sensory changes, I looked up a story about a girl who was afraid of clowns, and she had like a terrible fear of clowns. So they took her under hypnosis, under many sessions and many trainings of hypnosis. And, it was trainings that, clowns that, they weren't scary. They weren't fearful. They didn't scare her anymore. And they pretty much used clowns and they compared them to things that she liked. So for an example, she likes cake. She went under hypnosis and the hypnotist would compare clowns with cake. So now when she wakes up from hypnosis from a couple of sessions, she looks at a clown and she thinks of cake. So as weird as it sounds, it worked. And every single time she saw a clown, she just thought of cake. And, she got happy thoughts about the clown. She could be around clowns. She could talk to clowns. And it was pretty interested into looking up something like that and how hypnosis can really alter someone's thoughts. So the last is meditation and mindfulness. And I meditate every day for the most part. So meditation is a mental exercise for producing relaxation or heightened awareness. In meditation alters consciousness positively by interrupting the typical flow of thoughts, worries, and analysis. So people who meditate normally reduce stress, physical attention, and anxiety, and many other positive effects. So I didn't know that meditation actually takes two major forms. So there are two major forms of meditation. So the first is concentrative meditation, which is a mental exercise based on attending to a single object or a thought. So in concentrative meditation, you have to think about one object. You have to focus on one single focal point. Your mind can't drift off into certain things. You have to be focusing on one single thing. It can be an object, a thought, or just your own breathing. So the second form is mindfulness meditation. So this is a mental exercise based on widening attention to become aware of everything experienced at any given time. So in mindfulness meditation, you can think about a peaceful place. You're at the beach, you're with your friends, you have a whole bunch of money, you're rich, you got cars. You can think about a lot of like good things at one time. So in mindfulness meditation, an example would be like walking through the wilderness in a quiet and clear mind while fully conscious. So in meditation, here's a popular question: why do people say all the time? When they meditate. So in concentrative meditation, which is, remember, is you have to focus on one single point in concentrative meditation. The idea is to sit still and quietly focus on a single object or repetitive internal stimulus, such as your own breathing or humming. Or you can silently repeat what is called a mantra, which a mantra is a word used as the focus of attention in meditation. So usually mantras are smooth flowing sounds that are easily repeated, are widely used words such as So, when you're watching TV and you see somebody meditate and they say is a mantra that they're using to focus on what they have to focus on. So if you're in concentrated meditation, when your mind drifts off and you need to get back to where you need to and to focus, you say So I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't know that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people say for no reason and they don't actually understand the meaning behind it, but that is the meaning behind it. When somebody says and they're meditating, it is to keep them focusing on one simple thing. Also, something else I'll address in meditation is, a lot of people will ask, do you have to, like sit down, crisscross applesauce, extend your arms and then cross your fingers and say and close your eyes? No, you don't. You can be walking and meditating. You can be sitting down and meditating. Daydreaming is actually a form of meditation. Praying is a form of meditation. So you don't have to, sit down, cross your legs, spread your arms out and say You can just be sitting down in a couch or a chair, close your eyes and start meditating. As simple as that. Mindfulness is the complete opposite of unawareness. So mindfulness is a state of open, non-judgmental awareness of current experience. So a person who is mindful is fully present in the moment and is strongly aware of every thought, emotion, or sensation, but does not judge it or react to it. So when you're mindfulness, these people who are mindfulness are, in other words, woke to reality. They understand people's logic. They understand where they're at in life. People who are mindful, they understand other people's thoughts, emotions, and actions, and they also understand their own thoughts, emotions, and actions. And if practiced regularly, meditation and mindfulness can improve overall mental health and physical health. So that is the end of my presentation of states of consciousness and altered states of consciousness, which is hypnosis and meditation. And if you can change your mind, you can change your life. Thank you.